Fistula is a disease that affects women, and it has been noted that Kenya has quite a number of women who suffer from fistula. It is a disease that gives stigma to women and make them suffer silently.
My name is Judy in BC. I'm a teacher by profession. It was in 1996 when I had the problem. I was in labor in Kenya, Umwani Hospital, and the nurses had gone for strike. I think it was prolonged labor because when I went to the hospital, I went to the theater for cesarean case. So when I came back from theater, my urine never stopped to flow. That's the time the problem began with me.
A fistula is a disease condition which comes to mothers. Most of the time it comes during delivery.
When I came for the first month, they thought that the problem will end. But when they saw the problem was not ending, some thought it was witchcraft. Some thought that maybe the operation was done badly. So when I went to the hospital in Nairobi, Kenya, they said that the nearby hospitals had no tools to deal with such problems. My husband was also scared. He didn't know what had happened with me. So he told me to go home and share with our parents. When I went home in a country is when my mother linked me with his church member, and the person told me that there were some people in Mukumu, Kenya, Mission Hospital, where there are people who are dealing with such problems. That's the time I went there and found my treatment in Mumias Mission Hospital with AMREF's people.
For fistula, AMREF has been working for decades, almost since the start of AMREF in 1957, getting these kind of specialist surgeries out to people who need them. And fistula has been a key program for us. What we do is essentially work with communities to find out where are the women who need fistula repair. Fistula, of course, as we know, comes from poor nutrition, poor health, and is eventually occurs during difficult childbirth.
What was your feeling when you had fistula?
I was ashamed because I was smelling urine, I was leaking urine, so sometimes it was same for me to go and meet people. So I used just to stay alone. I never went to work because of the problem. I used some napkins, sometimes I used cotton wool, but they never helped me well because the urine was so heavy and non-stop.
Fistula is actually a communication between two organs or two spaces, and mainly it's a communication between the bladder and the birth canal, or between the rectum and the birth canal. The main cause of fistula in Kenya is mainly obstetric causes, whereby the mother gets obstructed labor, and that delay in delivery, the obstruction, is what leads to the death of the tissues and then communication.
People should know that fistula comes after prolonged labor and there's treatment. So I can address to people out there who have the same problem, so that they should not hide. They come out with the problem. There's treatment for fistula.
All of this is free. We get donations from various institutions, sometimes donors in Europe or North America, sometimes donors here in Africa. But we make sure that women never have to pay anything.